Good morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets in Waves with myself, Stavros Tousios. It's September. Finally, the summer is officially gone, apparently in where you are, but not here. We still have hot weather, but we are here to talk about the markets, not about the environment around here. So today I have a different selection to the usual majors and stuff because I see them like, not really much. For example, the euro dollar should cover pretty much everything. We also have the natural gas, dollar against Turkish lira, Tesla, and I want to also speak about euro yen, which we touched upon like maybe a couple of weeks ago. We see how this is working out in our favor. So starting off with the euro dollar, we can see, guys, that we're currently receiving a correction. Okay, so if indeed our wave 1 is and 2 is here, then this is my 1, my 2, my 3, my 4, and my 5, right? And that can be confirmed as well as a 3 due to the high volumes. So we are currently, it looks like we are correcting. So this can only be a wave 3 here, right? Since we've done the 100 Fibonacci. Or it can be a wave 1 internally of wave 3, which I think might be the case. Okay, because wave 3, traditional markets, euro dollar, you're going to see like 100%. Then the 100% usually happens when you've got an ABC or something rather than anything else. So that is the alternative. Of course, that this is an ABC. Yeah, I want to continue higher, lower, sorry, for another leg. But that's a different story. I think we need to focus here on some of the Fibos. Yeah. And since we've done this first wave, whether it's a 1 or 3, I think we ought to look at the 117.80 or so, which is the previous low as well. Maybe we're going to get a double bottom here, or perhaps we're going to go a little bit lower down because, as you well know, this looks like a potential head and shoulders here. Head and shoulders can correct down to 61.8. Okay, and then from there shoot higher up. It's a continuation pattern, not reversal, by the way. But 61 is going to penetrate anything below 117.80 is going to enter the territory of wave 1. So we don't want that, right? So we do want prices, the lowest, right, that we can get from this market is 117.80. Okay. So that means that 1, 2, and 3, that is the last leg that we want to see going down, and then we want a continuation to the upside. Now, the RSI, the MACD show bearish divergence, and that might be already priced in, already seen in the prices. Okay, if we continue lower, then things are going to change. We need to look at the 61.8, the 78.6, and then perhaps even the 100% down here in wave 2. As this, of course, full structure is going to change. In each particular case, we can have an alternative. So I'm not going to go into details about how this can work out. Natural gas now, you remember last time that I didn't see this move to the upside coming due to that structure. That looks like, though, if we move a little bit further out, guys, we have now actually entered an acceleration channel. Okay, if we connect this minute degree channel, which literally comes all the way from wave 3, right? You can see that we bounced off. We bounced off right here, exactly. Okay, so that to me seems to suggest that that's my wave 4 in the minor degree, guys, although it is very small compared to wave 2. Yeah. So this is the only thing I don't like. So we might stay here for a bit. We might get a triangle. Actually, a triangle will be a very nice pattern over here. We might get a W, X, and Y, because this is like, it's a clear 5 though, that's the thing. We might get a W, like a flat, X, zigzag, and then a Y with a triangle. That would be amazing, actually. That would be really coming to in tandem, in sync, I would say. It would really sync with the correction in wave 2. But either way, we'll look at it now, right? Look at this. We've had this volumes increasing, which means we are in wave 3, even internally, right? So that's the 3. Maybe even finished here. So we have a potential here that this is 4 and 5. This is where we're going to get 3, and then we're going to get 4, and then we'll continue higher, right? Or these high volumes are due to, because of this sort of resistance met here, but then again, we've got these huge volumes for meeting support, right? So it looks like to me there's more room to move to the upside rather than to the downside. However, we're really looking at the 4.5, maybe 4.6 for potential irregular flat here, or a running triangle, if you may, in order to see where prices might be going in the short term. But do also know that this move to the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like, a correction currently up might be in play as well, because 5 waves down means that correction in 3 and then continuation down, okay? And it will be no surprise if we see something like this taking place, okay? An ABC for a W, X, and Y over here, and meet 4, make my 4 over here, and then continue higher up. You can see there is a lot of scenarios that we can talk, because literally there are like dozens of combinations we can really assume here, especially being in a correction. But the main highlight here is that we are correcting, and corrections are followed by impulses or motive waves well, in a particular case, our trend is up. Dollar against the Turkish lira, we haven't looked for a while. Leading diagonals usually are retraced quite a bit, right? So that is the reason I'm showing you that. I'm expecting more downside over here, right? As you remember, this is like 1, 2 in primary and all the way up, or ABC, as always, you know that. In this particular case, we've had this move to the downside with A, yeah, correction in B, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, who knows? I'm not sure I want really to take this into consideration. That looks like some sort of, like stock hunting from algos or so. Maybe it's just the broker feed. But for now, this is my wave 1, this is my wave 2, okay? And might be getting a multi-structural 3, then 4 and 5. And we're looking back at 8 again, okay? We need to see how this structure is going to develop, obviously, okay? And then take it from there. But don't forget that leading diagonals usually correct 78.6%, okay? I'm not saying we're in for a dump here, but what I'm saying is that, pay attention to 778. In case we start moving lower and we don't stop at 8, look at the previous wave 1 over here, okay? The other scenario would be, of course, that, we could really be done here, that could even be, like W, X, and Y here, because that can be ABC, that can be ABC. We could really literally be done and continue higher up, okay? But we don't really see the support from the indicators here, okay? We don't really see a signal that will really indicate that we're going to get a reversal here. That's the tiny signal here on the market on the right side. Nothing that we need to consider as significant, but we could really receive a correction. In that case, just look at the top trend line over here. Now, Tesla looks like it's correcting, okay, and due to the corrective nature or the 3-wave nature of the upside, it looks like to me that this is turning into a flat, okay? And a flat over here, we are in the wave C, can only make sense when we're looking at an ending diagonal in this wave C, okay? And the ending diagonal could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Means we're going to end fairly soon and then continue lower down, or because wave D will be done, or it might be 1, 2, 3, we're going to get 4, yeah, and then we're going to get 5, which means we're going to probably go even get past a wave, the beginning of wave A, maybe around 800 or so. So we need to see how this plays out. Volumes are decreasing as well, which is usually a case here for a wave C. We see the increase in the third wave, you know, over here, but that's due to the correction down. So it's a bit of a mixed situation here. Okay, one might say that, you know, what if we actually finish down here and, you know, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like a leading diagonal, and that's my 2, and then we're gonna go up. That's like 1 and 2, you know, and that's 1, 2, you know, and then 3, 4, and 5, 4, 3, then 4 and 5, 4, 3, you know, if that makes sense. But I don't think this is the case here. I don't think this is the case here. An ABC, a flat, is very more likely, okay, over here, with an ending diagonal, obviously, because this looks corrective. And last, guys, let's have a quick look on Euro-Yen. You remember we were looking at this massive trend line that comes, who knows, since like, I don't know, 10 years or so trend line. And we said that we were looking at a rejection here. Obviously, we received a few retests here to the upside, and a retest here that didn't really fuel the markets as expected. Now we entered the territory back within, for a bit of a longer period of time. And what we really want to see now is we want to see the break of that previous level, right? Because we've done a dip to take out the stops, and now we start seeing increasing volumes, which means to me, you know, that is probably my wave 1 and my wave 2, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well, and that is the beginning of wave 3, right? So we'll continue higher up and higher up and higher up. This, as you can see, I've labeled as wave 4 over here, right? And to be fair, let me just go out of the 4-hour just so to show you what we've got here. We've had this back in May last year, and we've seen a bounce, and that looks like it's a multi-structure move to the upside. Now the base channel is here because internally we have a minor degree move. You know, we have our 5 waves coming up, we have our 5 waves, our 3 waves coming down. That looks like a leading diagonal to me, an A, a B, and a C, because again I see 5 waves, you know, and we've done the 50 Fibonacci of the minor leg to the upside as well. So at 127.85, so that looks fairly good, you know, it looks fairly good. And we start also seeing volumes increasing. So what we want to see now is the 131 being revisited and taken out, obviously after the previous swing high is taken out here. And then we'll have a lot of room to move, guys. 134 at least will be our level. But be also cautious about the potential move to go lower down to take out the channel. That will create, of course, a fresh swing low. Perhaps even we're going to get a false break. Who knows? Go down to 61.8 for wave 4. But our waves 2 and 4 here seem like they are in sync. Okay, one is a bit deeper, the other one is a bit shallower, and takes some more of a sort of complex. I mean, that can be W, X, and Y as well. Yes, that's ABC, 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 and that's like ABC. So you see sharp and shallow, kinda. So I'll be waiting to see the break of 130.55. Currently, we're just flirting with 130, which is a big psychological level. Okay, so we need to see how these few first days of September are what they're going to give us. Because if it's a signal to the upside, then most likely September, October, even to the end of the year, that will keep, you know, likely going higher. So that's going to be it for this Wednesday's markets and waves video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And in case you have any questions, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.